because it's a Friday night and you know what that means. There's an episode of this show. I believe it's called AEW Rampage. It's on way too late at night.
Yes, it is.
I'm just saying, that guy over there.
Sleepy ass range of motions.
And it may be that exact same shirt that if you go back and watch AEW Blood and Guts, that you keep an eye out for that. You might see us in the crowd.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did have this on.
It's like that, or at least something pretty similar.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it was definitely this shirt. Yeah. It's a good shirt. Blood and Guts shirt.
But going back to Blood and Guts, we open off tonight's show with two guys that were involved in that match. Sammy Guevara and Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
And just like Blood and Guts, there was a good amount of blood in this match.
I'm pretty sure it was all Moxley's.
I was going to say, if you had to bet.
But there was definitely a lot of blood, though.
Mm-hmm. And once again, it came from a spot that happened during the commercial break in picture-in-picture.
I didn't even catch it. I just assume now that Moxley is like a video game wrestler where you just start bleeding out of nowhere.
What is it? Oh,
you know, like in the old school games when they just like start bleeding and they fall over.
What was it? Is it O negative blood that's the rarest thing on Earth?
I don't.
One of the O's, but
it's one of the O's.
If you wanted to be like just a shitty human being and possibly a big heel.
Oh, it is. I think it's O positive.
Then bleed as much as Mox does. Find out he has the rarest blood type. And be like, dude, you could have donated and saved so many lives.
O positive is the most common.
But
yeah, that's the one I have. O negative is the one. That's the rare one, which is probably good because that's the one that is like the most selfish blood type that can't get anything from anyone else, can't give to anyone else.
I thought that was the universal one.
O positive is the universal one.
So
that's the most common blood type. O negative is the most, or the least popular one.
So it is type O negative is the universal donor. It's because what it's negative for is what makes it that it can go to everybody. If it was positive, then it has to match with, it can only match with positive people. But I already have the graphic up for hardest hit of the night because very early on in this match, Sammy hits a senton from the top rope to the outside, Mox through a table.
Pretty tight.
But I actually forgot to even say what happened during that picture-in-picture break. Basically, Sammy ripped and teared and bit at Moxley's ear until his earring came out, and he just bled a lot down one side of his head and all over his shoulder.
Yeah, Moxley was bleeding, doing the Moxley. But this didn't look like normal Moxley bleeding.
You mean he didn't cut his forehead?
Yeah, it wasn't a forehead cut. That was the difference.
Sammy actually hit his own Death Rider in this match, but not often, if ever, do you ever see hitting somebody else's own move actually finish the match.
Yeah, I mean, well, he went for a senton right after.
Right, and it still didn't finish the match.
Yeah. Say the Mox's counter to the Spanish Fly there, that was real. It was like kind of awkward, but like I liked it at the same time because it looked like a real struggle instead of just a fluid fly off and flip you over into a choke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Stamey essentially hit the Spanish fly, but like out of the bounce or something, like
Yeah,
he ends up being able to get on top of him.
yeah. Like it wasn't smooth, but it looked good though.
Sammy ends up passing out, and Mox gets on the mic and he calls out Hangman. You know, basically recapping Wednesday night, saying, "Hey, you know where to find me. Where you at?" And once again, a pull apart brawl.
So the biggest thing that I got out of this, I think we're done with BCCJAS.
Mm-hmm.
Knock on wood. I think we're done.
Because you have something lined
You
up
guys,
for both Danielson and Mox.
we are at the end. uh,
Now the other two are wide open.
Right.
I have no idea for either of them coming up. But at least we know half of the BCC where they're going next. And it's not JAS, so that's at least a start.
That's all I need to know. Not BCCJAS.
So,
because we've done every combination in every possible way out of those groups, and I don't want any more.
however, tonight we did get to see a buckshot lariat, because when they were pulling them all apart, and they were, because the buckshot covers some ground, he ends up going for it when Mox is kind of restrained by a couple of people, but he ends up
Bust that ref up.
Mess up, the guard. And it didn't take much from that point on to kind of get Mox away and into the crowd and separate him.
Leaving out the same way he came in.
Same actual here? His same normal direction.
Yep.
I mean, we can only assume, because it was a Rampage and they did Rampage right for one. I'm glad that they're back to it.
The 5-minute Mox intro, so that gave us a whole lot more show. Not doing the Mox intro.
It's always like on an hour show, like get rid of those opening entrances, start off right into a match and some action like that. And then it wasn't the only time, because there was 2 other entrances that we skipped throughout the night too. Sky Blue got the jobber entrance.
Yeah, Sky Blue did.
We didn't see FTR's entrance before they talked.
Oh yeah, they were just in the ring already. Because I was gonna say, you better not be counting the jobber.
Oh, wait, so 3 more, but yeah. Forgot about him.
He doesn't count.